That's so disgusting.
That's crazy.
Ew. What does it feel like to faint?
Bonjour and welcome back to teaatfour.
No, the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing. Okay.
In French.
Bienvenue à teaatfour. Je m'appelle Christie.
Je m'appelle Billy.
Je m'appelle Lorraine.
Is that all in French? We're now your local bilingual podcast.
Anywho. How are we all doing?
Good.
Amazing.
Good.
Is it Easter yet?
To be honest, I'm waiting for Easter and
I'm
I want the. I want the hour
Are you
back.
still doing Lent?
Yeah, I am.
I
mean, Lent is up until Easter, so of course I'm still doing Lent.
Well, I know that, but I'm asking if you are still doing Lent.
Yeah, I'm not eating bread and I'm not eating rice.
A crisps
That pizza was good,
And
wasn't
crisps as
it?
well.
and crisps.
What?
That pizza was good though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. It's pizza, not bread.
Pizza's not bread.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's not a branded bread.
It's not branded bread. Tesco's bread's fine.
It's not Kingsville's, not Hovis, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's not
count.
King's Day, yes, so it's fine.
Oh my God, I could never do that.
That's fair. What's new for you, Bing?
Everything's going wrong. Mercury is in retrograde and everything, like my phone keeps breaking. The toilets are broken. Rosie's toilets are broken.
I forgot my laptop.
You've got
this
your
morning.
laptop. It's just been hell. And then on top of that, I've had to fork out like £400 for Glastonbury tickets.
Eh?
That we did is vile.
Really disgusting.
That sounds like a flight. Where are you guys flying to? Where's Glastonbury?
Somerset,
Might
Where is
fucking
that?
well be, babe. We haven't even paid the petrol.
near Bristol.
Oh, so you guys are flying to Bristol?
No, we're
Who
driving.
said anything about flying?
Yeah, because £400 for a festival is given like you guys are going abroad for a festival, isn't it?
Facts.
I know, I wish. Yeah, extortionate. And I don't even like anyone in the lineup. Fantastic.
Oh, so why are you going?
Because it's Glastonbury,
Because I want to. And it's so hard to get a ticket that you kind of have to go regardless.
Okay.
Actually, my flatmate's not going now. She had a ticket. She's selling it back. So if people are worried about getting tickets in the resale, I think a lot of people are reselling them.
Yeah.
That's the inside knowledge.
Yeah, but dropping £375, £10 transaction fee in 2025 is crazy.
And then on top of that, there was a £75 deposit fee.
What? So wait. So this is given. You
Mug.
can pay an installment. It's like you got
No installments. So you have a week to pay it. You have basically, you can only pay it from the 1st of April to the 7th of April.
Yeah.
If you don't pay it in that time period, you lose your ticket.
Oh.
But you can't pay it before, you can't pay it after. It's like the
Okay,
Hunger
so
Games.
basically, you guys are knowing that the festival's coming up, and then you got to save your money for that particular date, and then during that period, make sure you purchase your ticket. So what happens if you run out of your money?
You run out of your ticket.
Yeah. That goes straight back into the...
crazy.
Yeah. And then you don't get all your
Awesome.
money, your deposit back as well.
Oh, cheeky.
It's crazy.
So tell me more about this. festival.
What do you mean tell me more about it? Do you not know anything about Glastonbury?
All I know that if it still airs on TV, does it air on TV?
Yeah, BBC.
BBC. Just making
Your favourite
sure.
channel?
My favourite channel.
It actually replaces EastEnders some nights when it's on.
Yeah, that's fine because I watch it on iPlayer, so it's okay. But yeah, so it airs on TV, and then the main headline act this year is
Good question.
Neil Young, Rod Stewart, Chaperone.
No,
No,
wrong.
Chaperone is...
Chaperone is not there. She's
sorry,
at Reading.
I was wishing. Who is it?
1975.
1975.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Absolute
Olivia
god. We've
Rodrigo.
already seen her.
I've not seen Olivia Rodrigo, so I'll be.
Who is she?
She's not Sabrina Carpenter.
Nope.
She's the one that did the.
What, Lucy
What?
from Love Island?
Did she not have that
Pardon?
album cover that goes?
Sour. Yeah, you're right.
See, I told
With
you.
all the stickers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she's the one who everyone looks like when they have their spot patches on.
I know you've got a thing against that spot
Are you
patches.
going to go see her? Are you coming to see her?
Maybe it depends. Also, the other thing is, anyone that I do want to see will be on the same time.
So Charlie XCX is also there.
Yeah,
Really?
Charlie XCX is performing, and I heard that apparently she refused to do the pyramid stage because she didn't want to be like restricted on what she did during her performance. So I think it's gonna go crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing all your content.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, girl.
Are you going to any festivals this year?
Well, we had this. We spoke about wireless, and then obviously Lauren was like, "Maybe we're a bit too old for wireless, so I won't be going there."
Rude.
But I kind
You
of like
can go.
I
You
can
don't
go.
have to listen to me, babe.
No, I'm not going to go. So no one in the lineup is actually for me, and plus I don't want to hear Drake
Really?
3 nights in a row.
Okay.
But I kind of like. I love the whole vibe of London when festivals are on. I feel like everybody's just so happy, jolly, sometimes friendly. So I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I do love a little
vibe.
day fest in London. It is a vibe. Especially when there's like loads going on at a weekend, because like sometimes you'll be getting the train and there's like so many different types of people and like groups kind of like merging in the underground to get to their various locations and spots.
Yeah.
And it's like, will they be going to my festival? No, I think they're going to this festival.
Yeah, someone on the train's always got a bag for life and something spilt in the bag for life, and there's just a seeping tunnel of fucking alcohol going through the middle of the train. That's British culture, that
Should be part of the citizenship test.
Yeah.
What bag do you take to a festival? A bag for life.
I love a bag for life. That reminds me of one time at Glastonbury. For my first year going to Glastonbury, I took so much stuff that on the halfway in, I called Billy crying. I was like, "You have to come and help me." I bought my whole out. I bought every single thing I ever could have needed.
So basically, you made a festival survival kit.
No, babe, I didn't take a
No.
survival kit. I took everything
Took a
I own in
suitcase.
life.
Took a
I
suitcase.
took like 3 bags for life, a suitcase, a travelling bag.
Camping,
Yeah.
one of those hiking bags. She came over the hill like she had her entire life possessions. She was sweating in the face red, crying, hands blistered.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah, they were blistered as-
It was a
Oh.
scorching day as well, and I was like, "You need a hand?"
And the annoying thing as well, it was like already predicted to be like 30-degree weather for every single day, but I still pack for every season, babe.
Jumpers, tracksuits, leg warmers.
Welly boots, sandals,
So did you
flip-flops.
leave with all your belongings as well?
I gave it a good go.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about the way I got home because I had a bleeding bum on the taxi seat. Anywho.
Painful.
But yeah, no, this kind of weaves into this conversation about festival chat. I was listening to a podcast this morning. It was Elizabeth Day's one, and Olivia Atwood was on it, and she was kind of talking about the difference between how Gen Zs and millennial look after themselves. So like back in the day when we were growing up, it was seen as kind of cool to be smoking, skipping meals, doing all-nighters. It definitely wasn't cool to go to the gym. And then nowadays, Gen Z are prioritizing like wellness, waking up early, going to bed early, fitness, all of these things, which has meant like, what the hell does what their summers look like? Because for me, my summer was going to a festival ground and spending all my time in the campsite getting sloshed or paralytic. It wasn't even about seeing the acts. And it's like, it's just interesting to see how the kind of different generations are approaching their summer plans.
Yeah, it used to be like a rite of passage, didn't it? Like everyone you speak to has almost always been to either Reading or Leeds, like majority. Like, and someone said the other day, like it's actually, when you think of it, Glastonbury is like, everyone talks about Glastonbury, but how many people have actually been to Glastonbury versus how many people actually go to Reading and Leeds? And it's like so much more like accessible, because it like you don't have to travel all the way from up north to get to it. It's not in one location. But it is interesting that like, yeah, Gen Zs, I think I saw a TikTok the other day when it's kind of like, they were Gen Z and they were explaining that like Gen Z are actually closer to the way they act as boomers.
Yeah, I can
Like,
see that.
They're both very sensitive age groups. They're very like, they get annoyed really easily, frustrated. They voice their opinions. They'll like argue with you.
Yeah.
And like she was explaining it in a way, and she was like, millennials are just kind of like just chilling there, minding their business, going to brunch. And actually, it was like, that's very true.
Yeah.
Both boomers and Gen Z have a problem with millennials, but millennials are like, I don't care.
Do you know what I think it is? I feel like because we're the middle children, I feel like we are a blend. We can balance between having the internet and not having the internet. So we've lived both sides of the pot, both sides of the pot. So I feel like for us, it's like we can juggle a lot of these things, whereas Gen Z are like, no, we're having it this way. If it doesn't align with my values, I'm not going to this place. I'm not doing this. Whereas millennials are like, you know what? We're here for the experience. We're here for the good time. Let's go. Let's do it.
I respect that as well. And I do think it's like, I respect the festivals as well who are now like accommodating those spaces.
This
Are
is the
they?
thing.
Yeah.
Well, because this new Gen Z are being deemed like generation sensible, they could have gone the complete opposite way and gone, no, we're just going to cater to the kind of festival goers that are wild and free and want to carry on that narrative. But instead, they're actually accommodating within the festivals to make sure they have a good time and they have a more meaningful experience, which I think
I love that.
pretty cool.
I was looking at it this morning, and like, so for example, Reading Festival has built up these new campsites. So whereas in the past when I've gone, it's a free for all, and it's like any festival, you you panic because you want to get there early enough to get a good spot, but then you don't want to get there too early, and then like you're like, where the hell are we camping? Everyone's rushing to the same spot. But what Reading have done is they've split it up into, I think it's 5 campsites.
Nice.
So the first one is called The Fields, which is open to anyone, lively atmosphere, and they've included a football pitch.
Sorry, what?
So there's like every campsite now has like non-music programs,
Right.
so that people who don't want to go see the music, who want to kind of take some time to themselves, they've got different things going on. A bit like at Glastonbury, where like if you're not watching the music, you can go and chill and do yoga and stuff.
Yeah.
But a football pitch in the middle of a campsite is kind of crazy.
Absolutely not after a couple of beers. Force me.
So the next one they've got is called The Garden, which is a quiet camp, more relaxed, includes yoga, meditation, a run club, and all of these spaces, with the exception of the first one, you can book for free on Ticketmaster. So you know where you're going to camp ahead of time. Then they've got The Grove, which is a warm, welcoming space, all about inclusivity, respect. It's partnered with Safer Spaces and is supported by gender inclusive teams. So it's for anyone. I really like this space because as a queer person, if you're going to a festival, and I imagine as a young person, it's quite anxiety inducing because you don't know who you're going to meet, if everyone's got the same kind of like-minded values. Whereas if you know where you're camping, you're not going to be next to someone who doesn't share that kind of level of respect.
Yeah,
That's quite nice.
That's
So
a really good point.
I really like that one. And then the final one is called The Valley, which is a dedicated space for those coming on their own or in pairs, so that they can get the chance to meet up with like-minded people. And they've got different setups that include Find Your Pal, Meet Me Here, and Link Up Lounge.
I like
Yeah.
that. It's like they're building communities within
That's
a
what I
community or
like.
festival. Like, do you know what I mean? The festival realm.
Yeah,
It's
it feels
nice.
almost like Citrinians. You know, when everyone gets grouped.
Yes, exactly.
That's exactly, or like in Mean Girls, where
Yeah, I know that one.
the
yeah.
Mean Girls where like
Mean
they're in the
Girls.
cafeteria and then there's all the groups. So you can sit with
Yeah.
this person or that person.
Do you know what I love about that's a Reading festival. For me, it's like, I don't know. Well, I think I'm over it now. But you know, back in the day, like you have that fear of missing out, FOMO.
Yeah.
So imagine going to a festival and then there's all these things going on, and then it's like, I don't want to go to the Valley because this artist is on. So you're like, you know what, I'm gonna stay here. Whereas I feel like the Gen Z now, it's like, it's not fear of missing out no more. It's the joy of missing out, because regardless, Chapel Rome or Charlie XCX might be performing, but hey, I'm gonna go and play some football. I'm gonna go and meet somebody new. Do you know what I mean? Like swap my clothes. Do you know what I mean? So I love that.
And like some of the other programs they've got on is like film screenings, karaoke, open mic session. Like that sounds quite lit.
When is it?
Reading is the last weekend of August Bank holiday.
That could be my first festival
Oh my God.
I've ever gone to.
I love
I
that.
want to see Christie have her first festival.
It is really,
Oh, and actually something that I personally, that really catered to me, intrigued me.
Intrigued me.
So basically, when you usually go to a 3-day festival,
Yeah.
by day 3, I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards times 65
Oh, she does.
times.
Sometimes day 2.
I look and I smell like something interesting. And anyway, yeah, I was looking into what Reading and Leeds are doing this year. Like they've literally called it like the biggest overhaul in their campsite since 1989. Which is fucking fair dues.
That's a long time ago.
And they've got Get Ready With Me stations in all the campsites. So usually you'd have to pay like an
That's
extra bit of
crazy.
money to have access to like showers, straighteners, plugs, Christie.
yeah.
And I look like a hog by day 3. Not even heatless curls can save this girl.
Just by
Like,
the time you put the tent up.
Do you know?
honestly, no. Actually,
hot
when I was
day.
walking into Glastonbury, it was like 30 degrees and I had pink curls in. And when I took them out, it was like I washed my hair.
This new style of festivals is coming up. I think it's drawing to me, sounding like glamping.
Yeah.
It is like glamping, and I think what's nice is that they're making it accessibly comfortable for everyone going, rather than before you'd have to pay like an extra £150 to use those kind of facilities. For me as well, I love going to the toilet. Let's just say that.
Wait, so before wait,
What?
wait, what
Are
do
you going to say what? You love a toilet?
No, not that you have the toilet. So
No.
wait,
So before, like, you'd be face to face with a long drop, Christie. Now,
what?
A long drop.
I knew this would be an educating Christie moment. So, actually, what do you think a long drop is?
A field
Nope.
that you drop things.
Well, it's kind of close.
Also
a long drop.
Let's just say it's a piece of wood, a hole in the wood, and you go into the cubicle, you
Is it?
drop. Yeah?
Normally they're like big metal tanks.
Oh no, at Glastonbury.
At Glastonbury,
At a lot of festivals, like the long drop is literally just like a line of like wood with holes in, obviously separate cubicles, and then you have a poo through the hole, and then look down, and someone's phone items and stuff are down there, and you just can't get it out.
So which one's more prestige? Because
those two.
I mean, none really. There's like portaloos, there's the long drop, and then you've got like wood chip things which are more eco-friendly. You go for a poo and then cover it up with sawdust.
yourself.
Yeah, like a little hamster.
I feel like I'll have to hold my pee and my pee for the duration of the fest.
Or you can wee in a cup and put that on the grass, but you're not supposed to.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that.
I didn't say that.
One time we weed in a Lenore bottle.
Lenore.
What?
Who said that?
And a Pringles tube.
No, not me. Not me. I wouldn't
Did you
do that.
use the female urinals when you went last time?
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that.
Funerals. I felt so powerful.
Oh.
Wait,
lovely.
how does that work? You just went into the thing with the squat?
Did you not use it?
I did use it, but like...
Yeah, you just went and squatted. And they were like little and it was all
It didn't really
communal.
feel like a urinal. It just kind of felt like a thing in the ground.
You were just peeing in the
Oh,
ground.
yeah, sorry.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Reading Festival. So you guys are gonna have
Proper
So they have
toilets.
proper
toilets.
toilets.
with
proper
vacuums, apparently.
vacuum toilets. Yeah.
Like when you're on an airplane.
Yeah.
I hate those. They scare me.
Yeah.
Everything scares you, Christie.
I know.
That's so true. I do feel like I'm going to be sucked down the airplane toilet.
Oh my gosh,
So
yeah.
skinny.
So scared.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys did it before.
I know.
Constipated for 3 days, and then it was emergency run to whatever toilet was nearest.
Damn.
Oh, what? Did
normally.
you? Do you not poo at
First time I went, I was like, I constipated, couldn't go. And then it was like at Reading anyway. And I was like, oh, I just will go when I get home. And on the last night, excuse me, gotta go. Running across the field to get to the nearest toilet.
That sounds vile.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah. No, but I think the one main thing that I picked up on when I was researching, like Reading and Leeds, I think Wireless, Wilderness Festival, they all have in common that they're really trying to prioritize like the safety of women and kind of having organizations within the festival and campsites so that people feel like they are being safeguarded and like there's people there if they need to report incidents, or like they're obviously not encouraging it, but like should something awful like that happen, there's people there to make you feel comfortable before you're even there and then whilst you're there.
Yeah.
I think they've got like Ask for Angela, Samaritans, like Gigs for Women, these kind of organizations within the space to make you feel at ease as a woman, which I think is great.
That's really cool.
And I think they provide like condoms and things like that. So they're promoting like encouraging, they're not promoting sex, they're encouraging safe sex.
You guys need any condoms?
Condoms, snacks.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite pretty lit.
Yeah, that's incredible. I feel like first time I went to like a festival, it was kind of like you were just in the middle of a field and everything was just chaos, like chairs and marquees were being thrown at you, like, and it still does happen.
Yeah.
And like I feel like having those areas now where if that's not someone's scene, they can still enjoy the music, enjoy elements of the festival without having to be amongst that much chaos.
True.
But then also, there are those fields where it says it's a good vibe and people
something
can
for
just
everyone.
go crazy if they want to.
I think that's a good thing that they're doing. I feel like maybe this year, from seeing what Reading and Leeds are doing, a lot of like ads and campaigns that push festivals, because I can imagine, I think I went to, I don't know if it was a festival, I think it was like a day something, and then all like the bars, all the ads were just like beers, like beer companies, like alcohol. Whereas I'm guessing with Reading and Leeds will be like the Samaritans will have like a little banner post somewhere. It's like more ident of the companies and
they do
campaigns
usually
that
have
are,
them at a lot of festivals, I think. But in particular, more should definitely be done across festivals and like protecting women or people that are vulnerable to being
Absolutely.
in danger.
Nice.
But do you think you'll go to any festivals this year?
I mean, you guys have sold Reading to me, so I mean, I'm gonna have to go look at the
The
lineup.
lineup.
oh, you'll get to see Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan, Travis
Okay.
Scott.
Yeah, he's alright. Travis Scott, he's alright. Yeah,
I can't think of anyone else. Bring Me the Horizon. I don't think that's your scene.
bring me. Hey, I like all types of music.
No. Do you know who Bring Me the Horizon? I think those people that would always come on Radio 1 and
Scream.
scream.
I accidentally went. I remember being going to Reading. They've been going for years because they were at Reading when
Really?
I first went, and I had no idea what to expect. I was all of a sudden in like 100,000 people mosh pit.
Oh my
100,000
gosh.
people mosh pit.
It was crazy.
Oh my god.
And you survived.
Barely.
tell
I was
the
honestly
tale.
like one. That was like crawling on the
And then it pulls you back in.
If you could have one thing added to a festival, like an area or something that is not currently at festivals, what would you want?
Hotel.
Hotel. I was going to say a massage because if you're carrying all
Oh,
your
what?
a massage.
a massage.
Massage.
Because if you're carrying all your belongings like what you did last time, then surely
That's actually what is needed.
Or
Chauffeurs.
storage. Oh,
Chauffeurs. Yeah.
what
Chauffeurs
about storage? Where'd you guys put your stuff?
in your tent.
Yeah.
But then your tent is enough for you. But then
Depends how big the tent you get. You can
Oh.
bring whatever size tent you want. Some people come in teepees. Some people come in like
English teepees as
you know,
well.
like those big triangle ones.
Do you know what? Actually, that's a really good point. If I could have an extra thing added to camping or festivals, it would be to not camp. I need a facility that like, I hate sleeping in a tent every night. I do not sleep. I have a bad back. I wake up puffy like the size of the moon. What is that about? And when I'm trying to put my makeup on in a tent, it's just going on like I'm trying to put makeup on an orange.
Yeah, but now you
Satsuma.
mine is I actually paid at Glastonbury before up to £100 to pay someone to take my luggage.
That
and
is
take it
so
to my camp
fair.
spot. I had blisters and I was crying and I was wearing white jeans and it had rained for like
Chinos.
months before. I literally looked like a mum from like Florida. Like fake
Literally.
tan, blonde highlights, pink jumper, white chinos.
Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Guys, I was ready for some fun.
That's horrible.
Mud everywhere, covered in mud. I like tried carrying everything with me through the mud for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I saw a man with a bike and I said, "How much to take my stuff?" He was like, "Oh, I don't do that." I was like, "How much to take my stuff?" And so I piled it
fair.
all on and was like, that way. Just followed behind him.
Dreamy. Yeah, I think that can really make or break the whole festival experience. Like being able to shower and get ready is definitely a priority of mine. And like a festival like Reading and Leeds having a get ready with me station, very 2025. I love it.
Or maybe pre-erected tents.
What?
Whoa. Pre-erected tents.
Going.
Come on, you can use the word erect without thinking of a penis.
Yeah.
Pre-erected boners for everyone. That would be great.
Huzzah! Finally.
Huzzah!
I just need some electrical stations.
Huh?
There's
Use some
electrical
electric
station.
station.
Yeah,
Yeah.
electric stations.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Like if you like had to book a camping spot and
Yeah.
then you turned up, your tent was already there. Someone had dropped your bags off. You could just chill, relax.
But
Oh
not
my
a camping
God.
spot. We need them wooden houses. Wooden
Yeah.
small houses.
Hotels.
Not a hotel, like the wooden
Cabins?
like
A little
cabins.
cabin or a
Yeah.
caravan. Yeah.
That's better. Cause
And
then,
like also the night before when you're just there trying to charge up all your electrics like a little
Oh my
hacker, like a
gosh.
little hack in the mainframe.
And there's always someone that doesn't bring enough portable chargers.
Oh my God. Never be that person.
No.
If you're listening to this now, start buying portable chargers on
Danielle
Amazon.
Penny.
oh,
Okay, you might have seen on the rounds this week on TikTok this amazing trend of people that are bored and they're like, tell me your best da-da-da story. So we've gone through and picked out some of the best.
let's go.
Okay, this one is tell me your hometown juiciest scandal. Scott and Lacey Petterson were my neighbours. He came to our house looking for Lacey, and I remember my dad saying something felt off about him.
That's it.
Who the fuck is Scott and Lazy?
What?
Should I know them? Is this made up? Is this a prank?
Is this the juiciest scandal that happened in someone's town?
Dude, it's
What?
Bobby?
no, they're
Whose town is it?
It's a big famous like case. There's a documentary about it and stuff.
Huh?
Lacey Patterson? No, not landed.
This is a prank.
I'm so confused.
I was expecting Adele and da-da-da. Not who's Scott and Lacey Patterson?
He is the one that killed the pregnant wife, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Bobby! It's a children's show.
It's not children's show.
Not children's show, at least.
Oh my
Listen, this is
God.
the comments on the trend, okay?
My uncle had an affair with a waitress in our town. It went on for 7 months before word got out. My mum, his sister, saw the waitress and fainted. The waitress was the child she gave up for adoption. Sorry, sometimes when I read, I'm not taking in what's happening. What happened?
Has been sleeping with his daughter.
I don't know.
I think it's his.
Yeah.
No, it's his niece, isn't it?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, these daughters, same thing.
That's so disgusting.
That's crazy.
Ew. What does it feel like to faint? Has anyone ever fainted?
I have.
I fainted, but
Choked me in the middle of an English lesson once.
Oh, yeah, you said. What did you do then? Did you just
I
like...
don't know, I blacked out. And I thought I was waking up in my bed and I had the teacher screaming at me, "Get up!" I was like, what?
I don't think you feel it. You just wake up, people looking at you, thinking, why are you looking at me like that? Yeah. It's
I'd
like,
be so embarrassed to faint.
like, why are you looking at me like that?
Sometimes I feel like I'm going to faint if I get up too quick.
Yeah.
Really?
Low iron.
Yeah.
How have you gone from an incest story to
sorry.
being embarrassed about fainting?
That would be so embarrassing.
Interesting.
I think we
Shall I
should
read
have tea
mine?
for this bit.
Okay.
Yeah, go on, Christie.
All right, cool.
You don't have tea because you're reading.
Yeah, but I've got the tea. I'm reading the tea.
Exactly.
Oh, what you
We're
said.
taking it
Okay,
in.
cool.
It's a very short one.
I had a math teacher quit to go and find Bigfoot.
This ain't no spill, babe.
I know. That's why I tried not to. That's
Wait,
that's
what?
quite funny.
I had a maths teacher quit.
to go find Bigfoot.
Oh my God.
That's quite funny.
That's silly.
Silly billies.
silly.
There are some silly billies out there. Okay. First local Methodist church paid for and transported the elderly women in the church to see 50 Shades of Grey when it first came out, thinking it was about fabrics.
Yeah, right.
With all the ads, come on, man.
Yeah, like
Come on, man.
Literally, come on.
Come
man.
on.
come on, man. That should have been the film's tagline.
Yeah. A guy in our year at school went to prison for holding up the local co-op at gunpoint for one bottle of white wine. I mean, I've been
We've
there.
all been there.
Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Holding guns?
Me at 14.
Gunpoint because he wanted a bottle of wine.
Yeah, me at 14 trying to get fucking barefoot wine. No one's buying it for me.
You at 14 trying to get the last Cadbury's Layers yogurt.
Me now because I can't afford it because of inflation. You know what I mean?
Okay. Girl I went to high school with had terminal cancer. She was going to die. She had a feeding tube. There was a GoFundMe and all sorts of events for her. Her friends got matching tattoos. She faked it all.
The way you read that out was emotionless.
It was like AI.
Oh, yeah. Bing.
Scary.
Can I have that again in a more
That was-
emotive accent?
There was a girl that was dying of cancer. Everyone got tattoos. Everyone did a fundraising. She lied.
The end. Bye bye. Christie.
Oh, that really? I thought I read it good.
Yeah.
Where was the emotion?
The words
Okay.
were there. Sentiment was not.
Okay. Girl I went to high school with had terminal cancer.
No, that first
That's
one was
fine. That's fine.
This ain't reading practice. You get one go.
We get one go. You've done it. Is there any more?
Next time, have some feelings. Yeah. Fucking robot.
Oh, is there any more, Bob?
Oh, I think Lauren has one more.
Okay. A 33-year-old woman stole her daughter's identity and went to my high school, did cheerleading, took classes, went to parties. What in the 21 Jump Street?
That is giving Melissa McCarthy in that film where she goes to university again.
Who's watched?
Sorry, no.
What is that?
It's a really good film.
I didn't know you were such a big fan.
I'm so embarrassed.
No, I don't like this. We should do more of these.
These jokes. Right. Well, I guess check out Melissa McCarthy's new film.
Oh, what's the other one that one's got at the moment that's like based on The Orphan?
Matilda. No, that's not an orphan. Sorry, Addie was an orphan.
No,
The
Good
Orphan.
Fellow American.
Oh, yeah, that's not that. Yeah,
giving that,
Good
though.
American Family.
Old lady pretending she's young,
Yes.
creeping on loads of young people.
So these are the funniest lies that people's exes have told them, and I'm going to read them out. All
Love
right?
this.
Cool. So first one. Found high heels in his house, and he said he bought them to change a light bulb.
I would do the same.
Wow.
That is very creative.
Change a light bulb.
Yeah.
Whose red heels are those? Oh, just for me to wear change the light bulb, you know, babe.
That's when you know you're like
my
a...
dad does that to change light bulbs, I think.
High heels.
That's like
He does
compulsive
not.
liar, final boss. That's so good.
Okay. He said he was messaging women online to boost their self-esteem.
Thank you for your service.
So kind.
We love and we respect you. Keep up. My ex told me he was going on a cruise, but he was going to prison. So what when he comes back with a tan?
He might be tanning in the yard.
I mean,
I didn't like the
right time of day.
Yeah.
Get the perfect UV.
Oh my god! How long?
Oh wait, how long is a cruise?
How long is his prison sentence?
I don't have details,
Oh.
but
I need to know more of
maybe
this
for
one.
kind
Yeah.
of theft, he could be in there for 3 months.
3 months.
A cruise. Interesting.
That's quite a good lie, though. I'd believe that.
Really?
Until you get the phone call. Inmate ad. Do you know what I mean?
Will you accept this phone call
Right.
from within prison?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, Christy, next one.
Cool. Mine told me gaslighting didn't exist and that I made it up.
Oh my god, fucking professional gaslighter.
That's the
Nice.
final boss.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Wow.
Reached the final mode. He had screenshots of girls revealing photos on his phone because he was feeling concerned about their weight.
Wait, what? Go back. Read it again.
He had screen. Right.
He had what?
He had screenshots of girls revealing photos on his phone because he was feeling concerned about their weight.
Sorry, PT, personal
Personal
trainer.
trainers. He could be a PT.
Yeah, P stand for pussy.
Pussy
Telegrapher.
temptation. Pussy tempter.
Oh god, Lord.
He told me he cheated on me because the pain medicine for his wisdom tooth removal made him think another girl was me. Oh
Get
my god.
Out.
That is
Now.
speechless.
Get out now.
That's stupid.
Speechless and toothless.
Wow.
Yeah. Facts.
Okay, last one. He cheated and said he never told me because I didn't ask.
I mean, you got it there.
You can't really argue with
You
that.
got a good point.
To be honest, that's a good one.
Facts were said.
I mean, you didn't ask. I mean,
I think that would hold up in a court of law.
No.
it actually would. The truth
Actually.
will hurt if you don't know. So
That was me. I just had to be like, you got my good girl.
Well.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
you know that meme with the pointing.
Yeah.
Fair.
Next time I will ask.
Yeah.
Wow, that was good. I like that.
Lauren, you got one more.
I've got one more.
Okay, give
I've
us.
got an Uber notification.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Mine told me his chemotherapy gave him chlamydia.
You know what? You know what?
You can't argue with that.
What?
I mean, I'm sure scientifically you could.
Cancer.
Fair
I
enough.
think you can argue with him.
Very good point, Billy. Thank you.
That is so cheeky.
Don't do that.
No, don't lie.
Don't lie about anything you can easily Google. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you do, just keep sending them in to us because we quite enjoy them.
Yeah, they were good to read.
Jokes.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
that's everything for this week, my peeps. We will see you again next time.
À la prochaine.
Bye.
Au revoir.